The love story of Orpheus and Eurydice is one of the most celebrated and poignant tales in Greek mythology, filled with passion, devotion, and heartbreaking tragedy. It begins in the idyllic city of Thrace, where Orpheus, a gifted musician, captivated all who heard his melodic tunes. One fateful day, while Orpheus was strolling through a sun-drenched meadow, his ears were graced with a sound that enchanted his very soul. It was the ethereal voice of Eurydice, a nymph with breathtaking beauty. Mesmerized by her melodic voice and entranced by her radiant presence, Orpheus was instantly smitten. Their connection was instantaneous, as if fate itself had conspired to bring them together. Orpheus, with his tender heart and gentle nature, courted Eurydice with his lyrical talents, serenading her with melodies that spoke directly to her heart. In each note, he poured his love and longing for her, creating a symphony of affection that echoed through the realm of the gods. In the embrace of their love, Orpheus and Eurydice vowed to be eternally bound to one another. Their union was celebrated amidst the whispers of the wind and the song of the nightingales. Their days were filled with blissful moments of tenderness and their nights illuminated by the light of the moon, casting a glow upon their entwined figures. But as with any tale of great love, tragedy inevitably cast its shadow upon their idyll. One tragic day, as Eurydice was wandering through a meadow, she caught the attention of Aristeus, a minor god. Consumed by his desire for her, Aristeus pursued Eurydice relentlessly. In her attempt to escape his advances, Eurydice stepped on a poisonous snake hidden in the tall grass. The snake struck her heel with its venomous fangs, and Eurydice's life quickly slipped away. Driven by an overwhelming desire to be reunited with his love, Orpheus decided to embark on a perilous journey to the underworld. It was said that the realm of the dead was ruled by Hades, the god of the underworld, and his queen, Persephone. Orpheus believed that his music could persuade even the gods to grant him an audience. Armed with his lyre, a musical instrument given to him by Apollo, the god of music, Orpheus descended into the dark and eerie depths of the underworld. The path was treacherous, and the air was thick with despair. Ghostly figures lurked in the shadows, whispering haunting melodies that echoed through the vast caverns. As Orpheus ventured deeper into the realm of Hades, he came upon the treacherous river Styx, a mythological river that served as the boundary between the land of the living and the realm of the dead. The Styx was said to be a river of black, murky waters that flowed with a solemn and foreboding current. As he stepped into the chilling waters, the river seemed to come alive, reacting to the presence of such a gifted musician. The Styx twisted and writhed around him, its currents swirling and thrashing in a symphony of otherworldly movement. Yet, Orpheus remained steadfast, strumming his lyre and unleashing a melody so enchanting that even the river itself fell silent, compelled by the beauty of his music. The souls of the dead, who were confined to the banks of the Styx, were captivated by Orpheus's celestial song. They gathered around, their ethereal forms listening with rapt attention, momentarily forgetting the torment and despair that plagued them. Even the fearsome ferryman, Charon, who guided souls across the river, paused in his eternal task, spellbound by the haunting melody. The power of Orpheus's music granted him passage through the Styx unscathed. He waded through the dark waters, guided by the mournful whispers of the deceased, until he reached the opposite shore. As Orpheus reached the gates of the underworld, he encountered the three-headed hound Cerberus, guardian of the realm. With his enchanting music, Orpheus played a melody so beautiful and sorrowful that even Cerberus, known for his ferocity, was moved to tears. The gates swung open, allowing Orpheus to pass. Entering the realm of Hades, Orpheus found himself surrounded by the souls of the departed. He played his lyre with such skill and passion that the spirits ceased their wailing and listened intently. The shades of the dead were so captivated by the music that they seemed to forget their eternal suffering, if only for a moment. Hades and Persephone, intrigued by the melodious strains that reached their thrones, summoned Orpheus to stand before them. The power of Orpheus's music was such that even the stone-hearted ruler of the underworld was moved to tears. Orpheus pleaded with Hades and Persephone, expressing his undying love for Eurydice and his longing to bring her back to the world of the living. Hades, touched by Orpheus's devotion, agreed to grant him his wish on one condition. Orpheus was to lead Eurydice out of the underworld, but he must not look back until they had both reached the surface. If he dared to cast even a single glance, Eurydice would be lost to him forever. Filled with hope and determination, Orpheus began his ascent from the depths of the underworld, with Eurydice following behind him. The path was dark, and his heart trembled with fear and uncertainty. As he neared the exit, a whisper of doubt crept into his mind. What if Hades had deceived him? What if Eurydice wasn't truly behind him? Overwhelmed by doubt and longing to see his love once more, Orpheus could no longer resist the temptation. He turned around, against the warning given to him, desperate to glimpse the face of his beloved. In that moment, Eurydice, who had been following behind him, was snatched back into the realm of the dead, forever lost to Orpheus. Orpheus was left devastated and broken-hearted once again, haunted by the memory of his loss. He wandered the earth, his music now filled with grief and sorrow. One tragic day, while Orpheus was playing his lyre beside a river, a group of Maenads, frenzied female followers of the god Dionysus, stumbled upon him. Enraged by his refusal to sleep with them, they attacked him savagely. Their frenzied screams drowned out his music as they tore him limb from limb, ending the life of the legendary musician. Orpheus's death marked the end of a musical era, silencing the lyre that had once charmed gods and mortals alike. Yet his legend lived on, forever immortalized in the tragic tale of a man who dared to challenge the boundaries of life and death for the sake of love.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to get more content like this.